إبراهيم وعلى إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Those of you who have completed Sunan al-Nawafil and are sitting in the Masjid, and if you are not in the circle here, I will humbly ask you to come and join us in this circle of Tafseer of Quran. Ramadan very rapidly passing by, very rapidly, and it is on everyone's tongue. The days are flying. Ramadan is flying. Its first portion has come to an end, and now we are in the second portion of Ramadan, which is the portion of maghfirah, forgiveness. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has encouraged us by saying, فَأَرُوا اللَّهَ مِنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ خَيْرًا. In this very month, show Allah that you can do something. Show your good deeds to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How fortunate and lucky are those who are in this very month engaged in the dhikr, in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by reciting Quran, by coming to the masjid, by glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Day and night their tongues are engaged in the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As I said before, in this very month, in our hearts and in our minds should be two things: Allah and His Prophet. Allah and His Prophet. We have been remembering our families, friends for the last 11 months. Let this month be only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. While we are walking, working, our tongues should be engaged in dhikrillah. Here we should be saying Subhanallah, sometimes we should be saying Alhamdulillah, sometimes we should be saying Astaghfirullah, we should be abundantly reading La ilaha illallah. We should be making du'as at all times. In this very month, our tongues should be engaged in dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Either we are making du'as, or we are remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or we are reciting Quran. And as I said on my Friday sermon, those of you who cannot read Quran, only in the earlier age they memorized some surahs, and today they forgot the Quran and they only know all those surahs. Even just to keep that connection with the Quran, just read. If you already know Qul Huwallahu Ahad, just keep on reciting Qul Huwallahu Ahad. The connection with the Quran will remain, because this very month is the month of Quran. The Quran was revealed in this very month. So in this very month, we need to engage, occupy ourselves in the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time, morning, evening, afternoons, daytime, nighttime, all the times. And once we get tired, our aslafs, they say, you can sleep as much as you can in the month of Ramadan, but don't talk. What happens in our conversations? We start backbiting. This is common. As soon as we start talking, don't mention anybody in this very month. Don't even praise somebody in the month of Ramadan. What happens while you're praising somebody? Then what happens? Our nafs, inna nafs al-ammaratu bis-su. One shaitan here has been locked up now. He's behind the bars now. He cannot mislead us, but our own self, our nafs, it is there to mislead us. So even I say, don't. I said to my wife, I told her, I said, don't even mention, don't even praise somebody. What happens while you're talking? Then what happens? You start backbiting as well. So even in this very month, don't talk about anybody. Don't good things, bad things, just leave everything out. Just you should be focusing on your dhikr. In your mind should be Allah. In your mind should be Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's it. What will happen? They say in a year, there are 2 occasions that leave a great impact on a person for the rest of the months. One occasion is occasion of Hajj. When we go for Hajj, the ulamas, may Allah be pleased with our ulamas. May Allah protect them. Those who passed away, may Allah elevate the ranks in paradise. Those who are alive, may Allah protect them, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give them long life. They say in Hajj, when I believe it was Hajj, in that period, how he is going to spend the period of Hajj, that will leave impact on him. If while he's doing the Hajj, he is in remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is controlling his gaze over there. After the Hajj, what will happen, that period while he was in Hajj will leave a great impact on him. After that, he will be able to control his gaze. He will be able to control his tongue, and he will be able to control his ears. And after Hajj, he will be in obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the rest of his life. And the second occasion is the Hajj, is the Ramadan. How you spend Ramadan, this is how you will spend the rest of the 11 months. If your Ramadan was spent in the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, avoiding, the sins, then the rest of the 11 months will be, in the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will spend the rest of 11 months, avoiding the sins. So we should, we have a gold opportunity that we are in the month of Ramadan, and we should try to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time. In our others, Shaykh Moulana Riaz, he gives a daily bayan and radio, and he says that, in this very month, you should be taking all the times, the du'as should be on your tongues. Sometimes you should be saying, Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa in lam taghfir lana lanakuna min al-khasirin. Sometimes you should be saying, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhaban nar. Sometimes you keep on making du'as all the time. So, how lucky me and you are that at this very moment we are sitting in the masjid, and we have sat here, in the circle of the Tafseer of Quran. The verses I have recited, in these very verses are mentioned the people of Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam and Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam himself. Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam was blessed. He was blessed with a very long life. And I mentioned the period of his invitation was 950 years. And he lived for 1,450 years. And he, in these long years, in the centuries, he kept on continued inviting the people towards the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, towards the Tawheed. And in this long period, he suffered a lot. His people would throw stones at him, and he would fall unconscious on the ground. And when he would regain the consciousness, then he would start calling the people again towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, a time came that he once complained to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about his people. And he said, Rabbi inni da'awtu qawmi layla wa nahara. Falam yazidhum du'ai illa firara. Oh my Lord, I have invited my people day and night, publicly, secretly. But what happened? My calling did nothing to them but to flee from the truth. I kept on calling them, and they kept on fleeing from me. He complained, and he said, Rabbin surni bima kadhabun. Oh my Allah, oh my Lord, you help me, because they have belied me. Now I ask your help. Then a time came that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to Nuh alayhi salatu salam the people who have already believed. Now no one will believe. The people who have already believed in you, they are the believers. In future, no more will believe in truth. This is what we're telling you now. So therefore, don't be sad by what they have been doing to you. When you are expecting something good from someone, and when you don't see the good coming from him, then you feel the pinch of sorrow. then you feel, you were expecting from your son something, and he will be something, but at the end he didn't become nothing, and then you feel, then I was expecting something from my son, my daughter, but she hasn't become anything. So Musa, Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, and every prophet, they expected that these people, if not today, tomorrow, they will believe in me. So at some stage they will believe. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him now, don't be sad. Don't have more expectation on your nation now. The people who have already believed, they are the believers. No more will believe in future. So, therefore, we ask you to make an ark, and a time is coming when your people will be destroyed by flood. We will punish them by flood. And I'm asking you to make an ark under our eyes and according to our revelation. So Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, according to revelation, he started building the ark, the boat. And when he started, he never knew the ark or its making, how to make an ark, what is an ark. Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam came and taught him everything. How to make the boat, he was taught by Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam. In some historical narratives, its measurement has been mentioned, that this boat was 300 yards long. And it was 50 yards wide, and it was 30 yards high. This boat was built by Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam. Now, while he was building the ark, the people, his nation, particularly the chiefs of his nation, whenever they passed by him, they mocked at him, and they said to him, "Oh Nuh, what are you doing?" He said, "Very soon the flood is going to come, and I am making this boat so that we can sail on it, so that we can survive." They said, "Are you joking? At the very moment there is no rain, we have been hit by drought, there is no water to drink, and this, they would talk to one another and they would say, 'Look, this man is crazy. This man is crazy. He's saying he's going to sail on a boat while there's no water, no rain is pouring. We are suffering. We need water to drink, and he's saying, he's making a boat.'" And they would mock at him. Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, he replied to them, he said, "If you are mocking, we will also very soon mock at you as you are mocking at us." Now here is one question. How can we expect from the Prophet to say that we will mock at you? Mocking, Allah does not like it. In the Quran, Allah says, "Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la yaskhar qawmun min qawmin asa an yakunu khayran minhum." O believers, no man should mock at other men. There is a possibility that the one you are mocking at, he is better than you. And no woman should mock at other women. There is a possibility that the woman who is being mocked at, she is better than those who are mocking. So how can we expect from a prophet to be mocking? So what does it mean that he said, "Look, today you are mocking at us, you are mocking at me. A time is coming when I will be mocking at you." What does it mean? The ulama is saying he meant the outcome of their mockery. Is a time is coming when I will say to you, this is the outcome of your mockery. When you will be hit by the divine punishment, then I will say to you, this is the outcome of your mockery. You are being punished because of your mockery. You used to mock at the Prophet. So from here we learn, mocking at others, it's a custom of the non-believers. And sometimes, when we're mocking, it's not only related to our tongue. Sometimes, when you laugh at somebody's talk, somebody's appearance, this is also mocking. You will laugh at somebody, look how he's walking, look at his clothes, look at his face, look at his body. When you comment, one is by tongue, verbally, you are mocking somebody. One is, by your actions. Sometimes, like somebody's walking, you imitate him, just to, you say, he's walking like this. This is also in mockery. This comes in the form of mockery. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, never mock anyone. It's a grave sin in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, he said to them, I will be mocking at you very soon, which meant that, I will be informing you, I will be letting you know that this is the outcome of your mockery when you were mocking at me, and this is the result, that the punishment has come to you because of your mockery. So Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, he kept on building. He did not, pay any attention to what they're saying, and the chiefs, whenever they passed by him, they would mock at him. So then a time came when Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, he said to them, very soon you will come to know upon whom the punishment will fall. And this very punishment will disgrace him. Very soon the punishment is coming. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Hatta. Then that very time arrived when the oven overflowed and the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala came. Now here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word Wafarat Tanur. Tanur, its meaning in Arabic are not only one, there are many meanings for the Tanur. One meaning of Tanur is the surface of the earth is also meant here. Tanur, in the literal meaning of Tanur is the floor of earth. In Arabic, sometimes they use the word Tanur for the floor of the earth. And sometimes the word Tanur is used for the oven which bakes the bread. And also here the ulama explain, now in this verse here Allah is saying when the oven overflowed, which oven was meant here? They say, some scholars they say the oven of Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, which is in Ainul Warda in Syria. That very oven. When that oven is overflowed, then know that the punishment of Allah has come. And some say no. This oven which is mentioned here was really oven of Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, and this oven was in front of the Grand Mosque of Kufa. And Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, he built his boat in that very Grand Mosque. And Imam Shabi rahmatullah alayhi says, this Grand Mosque of Kufa has a status after Masjid al-Haram, Masjid al-Nabawi, and Bayt al-Maqdis. And this Tanur of Musa and Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam was located right in front of the entrance of this masjid. But Imam al-Qurtubi rahmatullah alayhi says, everything is mentioned here. All the oven of Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam also is meant, and the oven of Adam alayhi salatu wasalam also is meant in this verse, and also the surface of the earth is also mentioned. How? He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَفَتَقْنَا أَبْوَابَ السَّمَاءِ بِمَاءٍ مُنْهَمِرٍ. When we decreed to punish these people, we opened the gates of the heavens and the rain started pouring. وَفَجَّلَ الْأَرْضَ عُيُونًا. And Allah is saying we caused the earth to gush forth with springs. So when the flood came, the water overflowed from everywhere. It overflowed from everywhere, from the oven of Nuh alayhi salam, from the oven of Dawood, Adam alayhi salam, and from the surface of the earth. And then Nuh alayhi salatu salam was told, and he was commanded by Allah to load the animals, a pair from all kind of animals in this boat which he built. And he said to them, إِلَّا مَنْ سَبَقَ عَلَيْهِ الْقَوْلُ, but those about whom we have made a decree, they will not board on this ark. They will not board on this boat. Only your family, and those who have believed in you. And they say, now how many people believed in Nuh alayhi salatu salam in this period of 950 years? Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala says only 80 people believed in Nuh alayhi salatu salam. And amongst these 80 people were his 3 sons and their wives. His 3 sons and their wives. Here, from this, we can learn that the hidayah and the guidance is only in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once, Bilal radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was seen very joyful, very happy, very cheerful. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to him, "O Bilal, how come today I see you very cheerful, very happy? Why are you very happy?" He said, "One thought made me very happy. A thought occurred in my mind and I became very happy." He said, "What is that very thought?" He said, "I was thinking, if the guidance was in your hand, O Prophet of Allah, then you would have distributed the guidance first of all amongst your own family members, and then the people who are in Makkah, and then those who are nearby. And I am from Ethiopia. So I came to this conclusion that it's Allah Almighty who gives the guidance. I see many of your family members, they are not Muslims, and I am from a very distant location, and I am Muslim. So this thought made me happy that it's in the hands of Allah, the guidance. He made me Muslim, and there are many of your family members who are not Muslim. So this is what is making me cheerful and happy." So Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, he invited his people towards the Tawheed of Allah in the period of 950 years, but only 80 people accepted his invitation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our sitting here, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all the good deeds which have been done in this very month, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept the doers.